Welcome to The Real News. I'm Eddie Conway, coming to you from Baltimore. I'm here in front of Conscious Head Barbershop, and we're going to interview some of the people in the barbershop about JayZ's latest deal with the Football League.
Yeah, thanks. Where do you want? Oh, that's okay.
I mean, I respect the move, JayZ. I follow hip hop, so coming out of hip hop, it's something that's never been done before. So I respect what he's trying to do. I guess, from the business side.
Do you think it undermines what Kaepernick did when he took a knee to highlight the protests of Black Lives Matter?
I don't think we've seen it yet. You know what I mean? I don't think. I guess we'd have to see. We still have black people getting drafted in the NFL. We still have coaches. We still have people in other positions. So I don't think that necessarily undermines it.
It changes the way people look at JayZ because it's totally undercutting Kaepernick and what he is trying to do and what he not trying to do with the movement he has already started. He set into motion from the first time he knelt.
We all do different things and we all work differently for the same results. I don't knock what he's doing, and hopefully he doesn't knock what I'm doing.
Everybody has a voice that wants to be heard, and Kaepernick is just the first one to actually step up to the plate and do it. And JayZ and Beyonce, when the riots broke out in Baltimore, they bailed a whole bunch of people out down here. So you would think that they would be more for revolutionary, type of movement, but it seemed like they straddling the fence, half and half. They half with the movement and then half against it.
My overall impression is he's a businessman, first and foremost. If anything you're hearing about him, 9 times out of 10 it has to do with some sort of business. Up until lately, you're hearing him more into, I guess you could say, activism.
How do you think it fits into Black Lives Matter protests that's been going around with Kaepernick taking a knee, with black people concerned about the amount of young black people being murdered by police? How do you think him lending his name and his image to the Football League is undercutting that protest?
In my opinion, what Kaepernick was doing as far as the process was more symbolism over substance. I don't think it led to any policies being passed or any of these officers going to prison for the so-called brutality that's it is going on.
Sorry to put it this way, but would you kneel or would you stand?
Would I what?
Would you kneel or would you stand?
Okay. I think we've passed kneeling. I think it's time to go into actionable items.
He's a big name. They need a big name right now. The black community will listen to JayZ more than they will listen to some old white dude that makes $50 million a year working for the NFL, and nobody knows his name at all, but he's an executive for them.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying it's a good PR move for the white owners who are billionaires, and you're saying that he's kind of giving them cred, say, for instance, by speaking out on their behalf?
That's when it gets like really weird, because he could either be a puppet or he could be actually helping the black community.
Do you regard this partnership as a form of protest? Are you looking to change things from the inside?
Of course, yes. I'll answer that first. Because I don't have anything else to add to that. Just yes.
Business-wise, they said the reason why I didn't really like him, like he came in, he was a big drug dealer, he did a lot of damage at first in the community, encouraging the whole drug culture and those different things, things of that nature. I didn't like that. I didn't agree with what JayZ did with the Clintons when he stood with the Clintons, and when they was running for, I was like, what is he doing? But I still see him, on the other hand, he's still putting out things that's relevant, and I think he's still teaching, and like I said, putting his life out before the world.
I would like to know what's in it for JayZ?
Or what's in it for the black community?
Nothing.
I think this is going to make or break his image in the next few months.
it seemed like they were trying to use like his just use his image to breathe some life back into the football into the NFL, because you just took all of these protests, all of these people sacrificing their jobs, people that have even lost their jobs over this, or even being shunned by the world as a whole in general. People that love the NFL that turn away from it just because of what's been going on. It's a lot riding on it. And if JayZ just goes and sweeps it under the rug, basically, and sings a song and all that, he just basically is running with the NFL.
I think, when we look at some of the things that JayZ did, recently, some of the things that he's involved himself in, with the Meek Mill situation. Meek Mill's a popular hip hop artist. So that became a big interest of what was going on with his case. More, not necessarily police brutality, but I think more on the criminal justice reform side. And I think JayZ kind of stepped in and played a certain role in that. It's interesting, particularly for hip hop, I think, in my opinion, to see hip hop be involved in these type of conversations, and especially at that level.
And I'm aware that he probably, JayZ that is, has done a lot of things. Some of it's secret in terms of Sean Bell's children, funds to support them, other kind of things that's helped the black community.
Whatever he's doing with the NFL, I know he has things going on with the Patriots owner and a few other people as far as prison reform and things like that and getting people out of jail. So maybe the NFL can partner in that effort, but I don't see how anything else could come out of it.
Mm-hmm. Are you aware that his getting people out of jail has something to do with his business deals with the electronic monitoring out in the community?
Yeah, I heard about that.
His company is selling the software that is being used to watch the electronic monitors that people are forced to wear.
Right. That's why I say he's a businessman first and foremost.
He's making money off of that.
Right.
And then maybe it's prison reform in the sense that they're not inside the prison, but now those bracelets are turning their homes into little prisons in the community. Is that the kind of reform you're looking for, you would like to see?
No, not really. No. I mean, I guess you could say it's a step in the right direction because maybe they're not away from their families, if you want to look at the bright side of it. But other than that, no. I mean, prison reform, would, in my opinion, should be people just not being put in prison over these petty things and nonviolent drug offenses and things like that.
I would say so far as the industry is concerned, and somebody like JayZ, and when you're dealing with the NFL, when you're dealing with all these billionaires and people who got a whole lot of money, it's a lot of gangster inside that organization too. You know what I mean? So, it could be, at some point, it could be like, hey, you're going to do this, or this is what's going to happen. These billionaires, these people who got their money, a lot of them from dirty stuff in the past, you know what I mean? So it could, including him, including him, definitely. Oh, and he know that. That's why he got a lot of cleaning up to do.